And we are back. Right, shorter. This is going to be a bit shorter session than our usual because, well, I mean, you saw the episode right before, right? So you know we've stacked that one, so this one's going to be a bit light. Anyways, you are once with your balloon animals in tow, butterfly, owl, bear, raven, and wolf. Burley sort of moves you towards the backstage again. There's a moment where he sort of there's a sag on his shoulders as he sort of takes off a jack-o'-lantern helmet that he has, revealing quite the worried expression. And he says, "Bad things been happening all for the carnival for a while. People and things have been going missing. My bosses, they know more than they're telling. I think you figured that much, but somehow their hands are tied. So, I mean, to be honest, you're the first people I've met who might be actually able to do something. And the first ones who actually came up and addressed the issue, I guess. But Witch and Light are, they're good guys, but if you want to actually have them make them spill the beans about whatever's going on, you're gonna need leverage."
Okay.
What kind of leverage are we speaking?
I mean, if it were me, I would just he sort of brings down low look. There are only two things that are actually essential to the carnival, right? Light's weather vane and Witch's watch. So if that's
Light's
Witch's
weather
watch.
vane?
Yeah, so the vein, yes. Plum, you would know this, as in if the witch vein allows Mr. Light to attune to the mood of the carnival and so forth. The watch basically allows Mr. Witch to basically under a minute or such, basically clicking the watch, the whole entire carnival just packs itself up. Bippity boppity boo, Merlin
The
kind of
circus
style.
is gone too.
Yeah, exactly. Sort of just packs up into and so within an hour, everything is packed up, ready to leave to the next destination. No. I know it's, and he sort of has that look towards Ysdred and going, "Look, I know that I shouldn't be advocating, stealing, but it's not really stealing if you plan on giving it back, right?"
There's ways, depending on how things are handled.
I mean, that's my idea. If you have something else you can do, go for it, right?
We would need to know how they are bound, because bullying the bound will not help anyway, because that's not how binding works. Cannot bully someone that is bound to
No, if they have a
something.
contract.
So if the nature of their silent is from something else, Yes, that might work, but is it?
Maybe.
It's also gonna depend on the level of intricacy of the bargain. Any contract bargain will have clauses, and if keeping the carnival running is more important than keeping this one's other secret, maybe there's a way. It's complicated when you don't know a lot about.
Maybe if we are the Witchlight monarch, maybe we can ask for a favor because we are the, and gives a little smile, the monarch of the carnival.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, the Witchlight monarch is actually chosen by the scepter. I mean, considering what you've been doing, I mean, I'm rooting for you guys, right?
That's the scepter at Mr. Lighthouse?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey. What does it base its decision on?
Well, basically picks out the person who most attributed to. Words are difficult. Basically the person who sort of lifted the mood the most, right? Enjoyed it, spread the cheer, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Contributed to the happiness of the carnival.
We keep doing that.
Yeah, stack the favor. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And so, what? You just grab it at you just grab it from him at that point. I mean, that's going to be in front of everybody.
In front of one. That's not ideal.
I mean, it's not ideal, but there's that reputation of the Witchlight, so he can't do much. Right? If you sort of do it at that time, he'll have to accept, right? Because it's in front of everybody.
We're also going to make him look like a fool in front of the whole crowd, and I'm pretty sure that he won't be looking upon us favorably afterwards.
Well, the two are usually together for these always. The only time where they're separate is during the extravaganza. But that's past, or unless you want to come back tomorrow, and during the crowning. It's only really time where they're apart. Now, if you don't want to go for the vein, Mr. Witch's Witchlight watch is attached to the waistcoat, so you're gonna have to find something to break or unfasten the chain, definitely. Look, I don't want to talk too much around here.
I understand. I had another question.
Sure.
So, how? I understand the carnival and the mood of the carnival is going to affect and is there for the visitors, but does it have any influence on the carnival itself, on the workers here? Is it gonna be...
Oh, sure, we all feel it. Yeah, we all
no, feeling it, of course, but...
I mean, I feel it.
Is there a linked magical effect of any kind? Like, is there better... I don't know. Is there just... The carnival could go for weeks and weeks with a very low mood and still be functional.
That's a bit above my head,
Okay.
but it's. We've had some rough spots, definitely. But, it's feeding. It's feeding the carnival, feeding the magic. The more people enjoy it, the more other people enjoy it, because the mood's contagious. And we're carnival here. We're here to make sure that people have a good time. And there's so much we could do. After that, let's just say that I'm not hunkering, going back to the Shadowfell anytime soon. That was a dour lot.
Okay, interesting.
So I think we were supposed to go to the lost property.
Oh,
Not supposed to, but invited to.
Yes.
And let me check my ticket. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I'm down on 1 punch on my ticket, so I'll need to go back to the ticket booth at some point.
I have 2 more left.
Okay. So, as you exit to the... look, I wouldn't talk to anybody about our conversation. Not just yet, huh? Unless you really trust them. And...
Of course.
Don't trust that girl. Just... protective, I don't think you'd understand.
Yes.
So, yeah, right. So, putting this in, he sort of grabs his that sort of pumpkin, sort of puts it back. So I'm leaving this up to you, huh? If I can help, I'll help, but just don't want to get fired. I need this job.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, good.
Thanks, really.
Yes.
Hey, yes.
Have a nice rest of the
he sort
evening.
of, again, sort of, not in a very subtle way, but sort of stands up. Yes, thank you again.
And if you want, consider.
We would gladly take your application. It's just, after that conversation, we'll keep in touch. Don't call us, we'll call you.
You're a very nice bugbear.
Sort of ushers you out, and you're back again through the big top. The big top is it's empty as for now. I think they're mostly sort of cleaning up in the couple of stagehands that are sort of cleaning the seats and so forth. You can see one sort of picking up something. You're going just sloshing it back into the bag. But yeah, as you cross by, there's a couple of that was good, or I heard that was good, or whatever. You get sort of
Yeah,
And we're
and I
carrying
give the
around that
little
balloon.
waves.
yeah.
Uh,
And you move about. You're out back into the carnival itself. The Calliope, I don't know.
Calliope.
In full swing, and this time you can see all this as soon as you pass by a stagehand or one of the people at the booth. There's always a smile. There's the tip of the hat. There's a wave. You seem to you are now sort of known to the hands and to the staff and so forth. Not gonna get you any favors, but you know. So, where do you
Probably
go?
carrying balloons.
Where do you go now?
I'd say lost property.
Let's go have a look at the lost property. Yeah. If it's good for the 2 others, because we haven't heard you in a...
Okay. As you walk by, passing the Calliope, so you have that. Come on, where are you? The monkey sort of tipping the hat to you, his cloak full of buttons, where you can see that your particular buttons have now sort of have that sort of extra shine as he moves, sort of almost trying to reflect the light to show, oh look, these are your buttons and I have them, that kind of thing. And you move to a small sort of booth. Let's go. So there's you can see that there's a sort of a wagon, again with the sort of the sign "Lost Property" on top of it. Outside the Lost Property wagon is a large feline creature with midnight blue fur. It has a pair of tentacles extending from its shoulders and wears fake butterfly wings.
Wait, is it a Displacer Beast?
Hanging from its collar is a small wooden keg. The creature roughhouses with two young boys. One boy squealing, "Again, Durla, again!" while the other hangs on onto the creature's neck. And I will give you Durla.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, that's a...
I want it. I need it. And I will give my life for that animal. So do not hurt it.
Yeah,
it is exceptionally cute.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can see that
Very
the creature is being extremely patient as these two young boys of roughhouse around, sort of climbing on its back, pulling, not necessarily pulling whiskers, so forth, but blowing in the ear, and yeah, if you've ever seen a toddler with a kitten. Or with an old cat, basically. No,
Yes.
with an old cat, the old sort of stoic cat, going, "I don't want to be here, but I am."
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Go straight for the kitty.
I mean, the kitty. It is bigger than you.
Yeah, I know.
If I remember correctly, they're large. I think. I mean, you can see I guess the girl in the drawing is maybe around 6 or 7 years old.
And the Displacer Beast is lying down.
Yes, it is very much lying down. But yeah,
So how do you pronounce this? Durlagran?
Dullahan. Dullahan. Let's see.
I don't know. It's
fine.
It came across as almost Welsh, and then I was like, wait, is that actually?
I'm pretty sure I have a pronunciation guide somewhere here.
It is pronounced anyway, and
Yes.
it's fine.
Here you go. Dullahan. Actually, Dullahan. But for kids, Durla is more than enough.
Sure.
Yes. So tell me, as I completely lost my page again. There we go. Here we go. Yeah. You step up to the wagon. What do you do?
I think, yeah, like I said, I think I walk over to the Displacer Beast and like, are you in charge of the lost and found?
In what? Yep. In what language do you speak?
I mean, I think common in this case because it's been like, you know, he's talked to so many animals in Sylvan, and it's like by now, like, okay, yeah, no, everything here talks common apparently. So he starts with common.
Well, in this case, your eyes are sort of met by a sort of lazy feline eyes, and there's a yawn that sort of comes out. But I believe that no, well, this wouldn't be a beast.
No.
No, the monstrosities. So your druidic crafts don't work on this case. Actually, it would reply in Sylvan, actually. In regarding,
That's good. I mean,
as in,
I mean, there will be a moment of like, oh,
yeah, okay.
you speak Sylvan, and I mean, he will reply in Sylvan, of course. Like there will be like a. I thought that everything here.
There's definitely that moment where Durla sort of. Do you? I would speak. If you would speak, at least. Let us speak to in a civilized tongue. Hmm?
Yeah. Hi. Hi, I'm Tavaren.
Hello,
to meet you.
Tavaren. I am Dullahan, and keeper of what has been found.
Okay, yes,
And
that was what I was asking.
There's just the you can see that there's the one of the boys sort of pulls to the ear. Like, ugh. You can hear sort of a sigh coming from the feline.
Do you need some help with them?
No. These cubs are fine.
Are you sure?
It is not of course.
Okay.
The actually yeah. So, do you have any questions? Do you have any? What are you looking for?
Well, we're supposed to meet someone here, and also, like, I mean, we are looking for something lost. I think.
Oh, and what
But I'm
are
not sure
you?
what.
What are you looking? Oh, well. I can't have you rummaging through all of that. You'd get lost yourself. But what exactly are you looking for?
Passageway.
Hmm?
A passageway.
Oh, passage. Oh, I see. No, you will not find it here. Not this time, anyways. If you seek Prismeer, you will and she's about to continue when you notice that out from the wagon, one of the two boys that is sort of as Durla's attention was drawn to you, one of the two boys sort of slipped away, got into the wagon, and is now sort of comes out. And you notice that he's playing with the a silver ball, sort of a mirrored ball. Think sort of faceted silver ball. Though looking metallic and mirror and sort of glassy, still sort of to the way he's handling feels soft, like if it was cloth. Before you can either sort of react to it or think other of it, Durla there's a snarl, so that growl that you would have coming from a panther or from something, and snaps. One of the tentacles sort of snaps to the ball, knocking it out of the child's hands. The child sort of yelps, jumps back in horror and fright, and runs.
I'm gonna run behind it directly.
Okay. I guess you would be the size of the kid. As you actually see the boy sort of jump from the lost property underneath the one of the booths next by, and sort of actually most likely run underneath the gnome poetry contest that is still sort of going on, and sort of hiding out. Plum. Quick question: do you have dark vision, by the way? No? Okay, doesn't matter. Right, make me a... Let's see. Yeah, make me a perception check. As soon as they, the kid jumps, runs, you run away, but you lose them. Not quickly, but at some point you sort of come out covered in cobwebs and dirt. Right, that is a... okay, that's a 12. So as Plum, you are now sort of searching around, looking for the kid. We move sort of back to the three. So Anna, Tavaren, Ysdred, what are you doing currently right now?
Good.
How did the other kid react?
Didn't even notice.
Okay.
As it's sort of the other kid. The other kid is sort of sitting down and sort of lying back to the breathing of the animal, sort of almost sort of half asleep in a sense. The Durla sort of has turned in the direction of the escaping kids. Oh no, that cannot. Oh dear, no. And sort of looks to the kid or the kid. And maybe just as Plum sort of rushes, as oh good, yes, please, sort of calls out to Plum. Do you speak Sylvan?
Yes, I speak Sylvan.
So you would hear through the growling of the bees. Find him, please.
Oh, if I understand that, then I'm gonna run after Plum and trying to help find him.
This would be
well.
in Sylvan.
I also understand Sylvan.
Okay, you understand Sylvan.
Technically, Anna would find me very quickly because I have an owlbear balloon attached to my hand. Even with my small posture, she would see like an owlbear floating a bit higher.
Okay, yeah.
So technically, Anna would be like, "Where the hell is Plum? Ah, there's an owlbear." Okay.
Right. So you know what? I will actually give you that advantage.
Yes.
And so within the next 20 minutes, Anna, Plum, you actually find him, sort of maybe calmed down, but he's one of the candy stalls, basically, sort of looking up with big eyes, not having a ticket of his own, of course, but yep.
I'll look at Anna. I'll give a shrug and like, so, if you come back with us, I'll let you choose one thing.
He points to a large, I guess this would be sort of a gobstopper, so the big candy ball.
Yeah.
It's about this. I mean, he could barely hold it with it in one hand, maybe two. It's about the size of a young halfling's head.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Almost actually mostly almost the size of the ball that he got snatched away from him. And so as he points to it,
As you have requested, and I'll give my ticket up. I still have 2 punches.
So that's an extra punch.
Yeah.
And
punch.
so yeah, in about 10 minutes, Ysdred and Tavaren, you see your two companions sort of bring back the kid, whose mouth and nose and hands are just red with the red and sticky with the
sweet.
colored sweet that he's sort of sucking on.
In the meantime, Ysdred would have to put the elf back inside.
Okay.
Dilla won't agrees to it.
Durla sort of turns as you grab up the ball, and she says, "Oh, do you understand Sylvan as well?"
Yes.
Okay, well, Sylvan team here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Sylvan Surfers? No. We need to find you an adventurers group name, by the way. We
We didn't previously. But
yeah, but there's something there. She, as you pick it up, Durla sort of said, "Oh, I'm so sorry for having done that. No, that was unprofessional of me and dangerous. Thank you for going to look for the boy."
I mean, are mortal children not taught that
The
play with the unknown?
young pups always make mistakes. That is how they learn, of course. My own, well,
Well,
my
they
own.
wouldn't live in the Feywilds.
Well, my own cub. That was her favorite toy. And
Oh,
unfortunately,
I'm sorry.
it's well, she disappeared. You spoke of passage earlier. I fear that my cub had found the passage and disappeared somewhat.
What
Oh,
is the name?
Star.
Star.
Yes. It's and
Well-
that ball is all that is left of her for me.
Maybe you can give us some hints or something you remember to help us find that gateway. We'll keep an eye open if we can bring her back, of course.
If you plan on looking for her, please. As again, you maybe sort of handed the ball back, and she sort of hands it back to you and says, "No, keep it. Should you find Star, she will recognize it. I'm sure." And
Okay.
all I can say is. Mirrors. Mirrors are the way between worlds in many places.
interesting.
But
should get
I do
back
not
to
know
the
more
hall.
than that.
We should get back to the oceans. Explore that much.
I can barely hear you. Okay,
Yeah.
Maybe
There.
we should go back to the Hall of Illusions. We barely explored the place and we saw something that shouldn't be there.
But should you find the door is not enough. You would need the key, and only Witch and Light know the words.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Will have to give us the words then.
If
How your cub may have learned about those.
there have been disappearances, people that have gone missing, things that have gone missing, stolen away, that do not end up in this card. I believe that somebody is taking them.
Enticing them, maybe? Giving them tempting bargains? We've seen something like that happen in the Hall of Illusions.
Oh, well. Cover up that ball then. You might never know what you might see in a mirror, and what might bring you through it.
Ysdred puts it in her satchel.
Mhm.
I think it is time then to ask for that keyword.
Yeah. As the Yeah, I think at that point you can see that young Alwyn. No, sorry, young Vero, the boy with the red candy, basically at some point has there's a moment where he has the ball in one hand, his red sticky hand in the other, fully, and just looks about, goes to maybe rub his hand on his clothes and thinks better of it, and then looks at the great big kitty cat.
No.
I'll have a quick.
It just goes. You can. There's a moment that your conversation seems to be interrupted as he sort of slowly goes towards to pet the kitty, and just covered in sugar and.
I'll get in the way.
I'll wave my hand around, and with prestidigitation, immediately his hands are clean.
He sort of smiles again, and the first thing he does, it just goes. The hand goes right back to the ball, and the face goes right back to the ball, and you're pretty sure that this is a lost cause. But yes, the purring of the cat seems to again soothe the children, and anything that happened previously seems to be been forgotten.
I do not understand those children.
Should you have cubs of your own one day, you will.
Just I will not.
And I think that there's a with sort of a contented sort of sigh. She lifts one of the paws and sort of just a bit like on a mouse, basically just puts it down on Vero, sort of pinning him to, and again there's that squeal of amused fright coming from the kid as a large feline tongue just licks and cleans about his face, and so, and you can
That's
see
gonna be painful.
and as she starts to groom the young the young kid,
Cat tongues are
they are, but they're very effective at cleaning. Anything else you wish to do?
So, how do you know, like, when someone says they lost something, like, do you then go in there to find it, or like, what's the deal here?
If the objects, people forget objects of all kinds. The hands bring
How
them
do you
and
know
put
it's
them
theirs?
Yeah. But if you wish, you've done me a service by bringing. I will allow each of you to choose one thing.
Wait,
Oh.
but what if someone lost the thing that we take, and
Well,
then they
then-
come back and...
Well, the objects that you take are found, not lost.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll take that logic.
Okay. I am going to roll. So I'm going to roll on the trinkets table for you, for each and one of you. So let's see what you find. Let's start with Tavaren. Okay.
Right.
You find a tiny duskwood coffin containing the ashes of a troll.
A tiny duskwood coffin containing the ashes of a troll.
Yep.
Okay. I will put ashes of a troll.
Who else?
Anna will go.
Anna. Okay. You find a teacup made of a varnished mushroom cap that magically keeps its liquids more or less lukewarm.
So magical teacup.
Yeah,
varnish.
magical teacup. I'll be copy and pasting. I'll put this on the Discord so that you can find it. Plum. Let's see what you find. Okay, you find a wooden spoon with a hole in the middle.
So now I need to find someone to ask in marriage now.
I was thinking exactly that. Now you've got a ring spoon. And finally for Ysdred, oh, interesting. You find a pair of U rings linked together. So U, as in the wood.
Yeah, the shape.
No, the wood.
Ah,
As in you find two wooden
okay.
rings that are sort of linked together.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else that you wish? As you find yourselves, I think. Well, the ticket booth is nearby, so I believe
Yeah.
Anna wanted to buy another ticket just in case.
I'll do the same.
I think Plum, yeah.
Oh, by the way, just so you know, I will be moving the hour, going to the next hour. So we are now on hour 5. Just so you know.
We might as well all get a new ticket because if we need to go to places to investigate, we won't have a lot to go with.
You still have to. I'm good.
Yeah, but do you really want to have to do the trick back and forth if you're short on tickets at some point?
Let's just replenish rather than waste time,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
How much were the tickets again?
The tickets were 8 silver, I believe.
Okay.
You have Plum who raises his hand. You have done me a great favor of performing again in the Big Top Extravaganza. This will be on me. And Plum offers to offer each of one of you guys a ticket.
Thank you,
Thank-
Plum. That is very kind of you.
Thanks.
And I will even buy a ticket for Tavaren. So if you want to ride the snails again, at least you can ride again.
How was your return to the stage, by the way?
A lot of mixed emotions, but I am glad. I did this for my phone. It was a great night.
Nice.
Glad
important.
you enjoyed it. Yes.
Yes. But now I'm a bit afraid if we are not careful, that more people are gonna get lost and things are not alright. And this is something that I don't want to happen with the city. So that's why I offer this to everyone. So 4 tickets, please.
Okay. Behind, as you step up, you can see that there's still people sort of coming. Well, there are less people coming in, more, and you get sort of a couple people sort of leaving. Others sort of. But yeah, there's a small line, maybe 3 or 4 people in front of you. But Nicholas is still very much there. Again, sort of. Playing or sort of bartering with the people who kind of show up, and you can see that there are a few that pay the silver, but there are others that decide to go for the the little pacts that he offers. What would you do? What do you do? Just come in to just buy the tickets?
Yes.
Okay.
But
What-
pacts.
Okay.
Would you like to do a pact?
Yes, of course. That's fun.
Anna is just gonna buy the ticket.
Okay. So
Yeah.
And I look at Ysdred. Would you like me to offer the ticket or?
I mean, I would have loved to when we arrived, but we are more. I am more in the job now than when I arrived, so I will just have the ticket.
Okay. So Plum, you pay for 3 tickets, and Tavaren, you're gonna take the pact.
Yes.
Okay. Tavaren, roll me a d8. You must declare your love of unicorns at every opportunity.
Unicorns are amazing.
Oh my god, yes.
As I believe that we're not going to go through the rest of them, I'll just
So
do it.
yeah, sorry. There's also just layers now coming to yeah.
Okay. So I just wanted to. I'll read the rest that we have not seen because I'm guessing we're not going to be rolling on this table for the rest of the event. So number 1 is you must not tell a lie knowingly. Number 2 is the flower crown. Number 3, you must perform a short dance whenever when you hear somebody say your name.
Yannick,
Oh wow.
you're breathing very hard into your microphone.
Thank you.
No? Oh.
I see Ysdred's thing
And we-
flash up.
Okay,
Now we can't hear you. So
because you're.
I had Ysdred's green
okay.
Oh,
flash.
Sorry.
was it
Yeah.
Ysdred? Sorry.
It's either you hear me breathing but you hear me, or you don't hear me.
It's it's one of
Sorry.
those things. Yeah, so 4, you can't talk about your favorite subject. 5 is the pumpkin. Number 6 was you must you must greet all the trees with reverence. So you bow to every tree. 7, you must compliment everybody you meet. And 7 and 8 is you must declare your love for unicorns. So we have a unicorn lover here over here.
I'm definitely a unicorn lover. I would like to maybe hunt for them. No, wait, no, I don't.
We're gonna have to go back to the carousel, are we?
I was just thinking the same thing, but no, let's at the carousel. Everyone already knows that unicorns are the best. I need to spread
That
the
is true.
gospel.
You want to spread the word.
Okay. So before we move into, do you want to end there for tonight? As Tavaren sort of spreads his arms out, screams, "I love unicorns!" into the ether. You wanna stop there, or do you want to keep moving on? I'm looking at you folks.
I'm good. I can still go.
Okay. Well, let's go for another maybe.
Yeah.
If you can give me let's see. Also look for an ending point right now. So.
30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So as you leave the ticket booth, leaving, I think as you leave, you bump into those 3 kids again. Right, the 3 orphans from the beginning. You can see that one of them is soaked from head to toe as he's been, he's been dunking his head into water. Or most likely what happened is his friends were sort of dunking him into the water.
I'll go up to the little kids and go like, unicorns are amazing.
They look at you going, yeah.
See? They know.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah. There's sort of a wink as knowing, yeah, unicorns are awesome. All 3. Even the young girl sort of nods excitedly with a big grin. You can see that her teeth have been stained purple. With some sort of maybe sweet or whatever. And actually, as you sort of move away, I think that they have this basically something that they did. They just at 1, 2, 3 just go bah, and they open the tongue, and you can see that the tongues are different colors every time they pull them out.
Oh, that's great. Where did you get that?
They point to one of the booths a bit further near the just beyond the gnome poetry contest. So, where to?
We need to find the key.
Oh, by the way, you still have something. Potentially, you have a delivery to make.
Yeah.
Yes. We need to go back to the Hall of Illusions anyways.
Yes.
We could maybe help our poor friend, and then we can continue to look around.
Okay. As you head to the Hall of Mirrors, and Candlefoot is still sort of standing there. That's his spot, I guess, for the evening. You actually find him in company of that contortionist, as she's sort of talking to him, and he's sort of in sort of sign language trying to reply. To which point, she just hands him something to write with, and he's sort of scribbling away. They're having sort of a conversation, all the while where he's sort of punching tickets as people come in, and whenever they come in, he sort of keeps an eye out inside, making sure that nobody sort of disappears. Oh, here's our favorite performers. Hello.
And I will do a little elaborate bow, just
Hi.
with a cheeky smile.
Hi,
Can
do you like unicorns?
Well, depends on what you mean by like.
Unicorns are great.
Oh, they are. Absolutely. But I just wanted to know if you like them, I mean, the way you like them. The way you like them is just as important as if you like them or not.
Wait.
You wouldn't like them as food.
No.
There you
you
go.
go.
But I agree. Unicorns are good. They are great. And sort of Candlefoot sort of does a sort of mocking,
Would you mind taking Candlefoot duty for a couple minutes?
Oh, sure, I can do that. Anything special I should know, Candlefoot? Again, he thinks and he goes, sort of, eyes to keep an eye on the side. And she goes, oh, yeah, I will.
Thank you. Is there an area less crowded where we can talk a bit?
He basically sort of just points to the booth just below. So I'm guessing here.
Let's go there.
So as you move sort of behind the booth, it's one of the I guess this would be a drink stand, sort of sort of burly dwarf pair that are sort of serving drinks, to that elven couple, by the way, that were behind you. They sort of have a look towards you. I guess the wife sort of on me, don't tomorrow. And Candlefoot sort of just again sort of turns around, sort of crosses and goes,
Well, someone pulled a little mischief on, and we are here to give back what has been taken.
There's a sort of roller coaster of emotion, right? As in somebody paid mischief, and he sort of rolls an eye, almost understanding that mischief is very poor word for what happened. Right? But he says, "Oh, and we're here to get you back." And he goes, "Huh?" This is sort of the interested sort of eyebrow, and so
They said you had to pull the hair out of it.
He looks to. So you bring out the
puppet, yes.
the puppet, the poppet. Actually, I think it was, and he's sort of looks at it.
Yeah.
Sort of goes. There's a moment where you can see the sort of the weaved thread should just snap. With it snaps with the sound of a harp's tug, right? A single musical note. The same, but immediately you can see go, oh, well, wait. How? How? I can speak again. Thank you. This is amazing. How did you find? Who did this? You know what? That story is for another time. I have been dying to say something, and I cannot wait a minute more. But as my saviors, and, well, follow me, quickly.
Right.
We'll follow him. No.
He
Let's go.
speeds down. So he sort of starts in a race, sort of towards the, then turns around, goes back to the Hall of Illusion, grabs the tiefling by the arms, sort of whispers something in it. You see her eyes flash, sort of
Widen.
looking at you, going, and then basically whispers something back and just sort of pushes him away. Right. For the wrist, and he again speeds off, running past. He's a fast little guy.
Let's try and keep up.
As he immediately as he moves in, you can hear him almost sort of shouting out and singing. You can hear his sort of he's taking large breaths to shout out and to sing and there's a moment where it's a song, right? It's in Elven, but with there's a and you start hearing it's not an actual song, but pieces of a song that he seems to be sort of placing together. Trying to remember, said there's a verse here, another there, sort of all of this sort of coming together. And you can actually see other hands looking past him and then, sort of murmuring to each other. And some seem to follow, because as Candlefoot moves about, his song is about coming. You start hearing the themes. It's like, coming together, meeting, and it's almost doing that. There is a moment where you start realizing that you're not the only ones running after him. There's a crowd that has sort of joined you in the back, calling, answering his call to come together. Some of the witch hands have been drawn in as well. You can see that there are, actually, you notice the two halflings that you had saved earlier, sort of running, sort of joining into the race. As he runs past the center, moves past the Calliope and the Lost Property, all the way to the Dragonfly rides. And at that point, he sort of turns, does he does the mime for a wall, basically. I think the first. Can all four of you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Ooh.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
That was quick.
Because I see the danger. With danger sense, I would have advantage.
It's not okay. Poor Tavaren. Okay.
I think Tavern and I are running so close to each other that we basically Tavern can't stop, bumps into me, and that's how we fill
No.
our.
Well, here's the thing. What happens is that as he puts up the, so that illusion of a wall, there's a moment, Tavaren, where you're thinking, oh, there has to be a wall. And you try and stop, and indeed, I think that's when you basically tumble. Anna sort of, as you, you said it. Anna tumbles into you. Plum, you find yourself sort of head over ankle, sort of rolling into and the whole crowd behind you sort of piles up. To which, Ysdred, you're fine. You realize that there was no wall, and so you're just a few steps further.
And then from the bottom of the pile, you suddenly hear, "Did you know that unicorns are awesome?"
But so Ysdred, I think there's a giddy laugh. I think that comes from Candlefoot as he sees sort of the chaos, and people are not taking this badly, right? It's a tumble. It's fun. The atmosphere of the carnival itself sort of has turned what could have been sort of an accident basically into something comedic, and there is laughter going through the cold crowd.
I mean, it's initiated by taverns. Did you know that unicorns are awesome?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. There's that silence where it could go either way, and the tavern goes, "Do you know?" And it just roars with laughter. As people start picking themselves up, you, Ysdred, you actually notice Candlefoot sort of running not to the dragonfly rides itself, but that little sort of open space right here at the back. And you can see he's sort of looking about, trying to search for something in the mist encroaching on that on the swan rides. There's a moment where he sort of sees something. He's put himself on the tippy toes of his sort of curled and sort of again that mime thing of sort of looking about, and there's a call. It's not a name. It's not a word per se. It seems to be sort of like the same way you would whistle to somebody that you know in a specific way. And from that point, you can see that there's a little sort of bubbling happening under one of the large nénuphars, lily pads.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But then you can see so that the head sort of half a head sort of move up and then down, and Candlefoot starts singing. As he starts singing, it's a mixture between, it would be sort of an operatic kind of song, as in it is speaking through song. It's not singing per se, but there is that sort of declaration kind of message. And again, it seems to be quoting from a play of some sort. As he moves into the second verse, you see that the bubbling sort of is moving forward, and you can just see just above the waterline 2 eyes of the very shy siren, just looking there. You can see as she moves in closer, the eyes become wide as the waterline she peaks above the waterline. She comes just up to the shore, and now you can see her down to her shoulders as she's looking up to Candlefoot, who is still declaring to the sky and to the mists around something. there's a deeper meaning here, as all of you realize, as the sonata comes almost to a close, as he looks down, kneels down, takes her hand. And I want everybody to make a wisdom saving throw, please, right now.
Ooh.
You are allowed to fail this.
Oh.
As you are witnessing Candlefoot's operatic declaration of love and basically asking, well,
Marriage
basically
proposal?
marriage proposal. Yes, thank you.
I'll choose to fail.
You'll choose to fail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose
I
to
don't
fail.
think
Yes.
It's for love.
Yeah,
It's for love, man.
yeah, exactly.
Ysdred, you are allowed to fail if you wish.
I don't know what it
Okay, so you say stoic?
entails. I don't know what it entails. So
It's basically as the flow of emotion that has been coursing through your veins as you were running behind him. His call to come together, his call to his beloved, and what seems to be the culmination of so much time where he was interrupted. The first time he
think
wanted to
if
make
I
things-
fail, I fail. If I don't, because I'm not sure she's yet really
Okay.
sensitive to all of that.
Okay, I think that you managed to. There's a maybe a tremor. Your heart flutters a bit, but you do not let emotion get the better of you, which is not the same case of the three of you, where all
I will
and
always let the emotion get the better of me.
fair.
Anna's full on crying.
Okay. As there are cheers erupting from the crowd behind you. Now, this technically would be moving up the mood of the carnival 2 other steps.
Hey, we go to impossible levels.
But as we, and I think it is on that, the hug, the wave, and there's a moment where the 2 of them sort of speak in low words amidst the cheer, and Palasha smiles and has a look directly towards you 4. And there's a nod as she recognizes, and with great pleasure and delight, that you are to thank for this situation. And in that moment, in that look, through her eyes and the eyes of Candlefoot, you have made allies for life and beyond.
No.
And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Nice.
So, I thank you, my players, for tonight's game. I thank you, our viewers, for watching so far. And well, we are not considering the time, and considering that we are not going to have an after credits. We'll discuss all of this at a later date. But unless I'm assuming.
They're going to bed.
Yeah, going to bed. So, on that note and on those words, thank you for watching. Thank you for everything. Thank you for supporting us. And we will see you next time in Lost Things. Goodbye.
Bye.